Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Cody here, KIG Outdoors. John Boat to Bass Boat Part 7 starts now. Hey guys, Cody here. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we're back out in the shop doing the John Boat to Bass Boat Part 7. And as you can tell behind me, we're carpeting. Now I know what you're thinking. Did I miss a video again? No, I didn't put it up. What happened was, as I come out here guys, and you'll notice, I'm just going to go ahead, beginning of this video, go ahead and throw it out there. I made a boo-boo. I come out here and I actually I was recording and I was just trucking along, just doing my thing, realized I made a mistake on the front of the bow. Now, I don't know how well this video of this image is. I'll bring you in for another look, trying to get the right angle so that you can see what I'm talking about. The front of the bow is actually a different color than the rest of the carpet that I have down. Now, one thing I did not know is that when you carpet something, carpet has a grain to it. Who knew, right? On all the videos of Michael Lopez and fire ant fishing and everything else that I've watched, evidently I missed that small detail. But carpet has a grain, and what it is when the carpet is made, the way it's weaved, it has a natural way that it wants to lay. It just so happens that the front of the bow, where that big old piece of wood is laid the wrong direction compared to the rest of the wood. And I didn't realize this until, I don't know, till I had about 4 panels done besides that front one, and kind of was looking, it's like, why is my carpet different color? And that's another thing guys, if you're going to build and you know you're going to need the carpet, go ahead and buy the whole carpet at the same time. Don't buy a piece here, a piece there, because if they change the roles, you take a chance of having different colored carpet. Not every carpet is created equal. But so what happened is I laid the grain the wrong way on that front piece. Now, is it a problem? Can be. One thing that in my mind that I've been doing a lot of thinking about, and what I'm up against now is, you get this boat done and it looks great, all the carpet's there, you got $180 worth of hidden hinges, you took your time, a $800 trolling motor, stickers on the boat, this thing is shining like a diamond, and you got somebody comes up to your boat and they go, man, this is a nice little boat you got here. Why is that carpet different color in the front? Do you really want that to happen? Because it will happen. Believe it or not, it will happen. Then you have to explain every time, hey man, yeah, the guy that built the boat put the carpet on wrong. What a dumbass. Anyway, that's something that you have to think about. Leave down in the comments down below whether y'all would leave it or not. Whether you could mentally, I know a lot of people with OCD, it would just drive them crazy. Guys, people make mistakes, it happens. I'm almost to the point where I'm going to leave it. I may change it later on, who knows. Maybe if after the 5th person asks me about it, I'll probably change it. But anyway, leave some comments down below what y'all would do. Would y'all change that carpet out, or would you let it go? I mean, it's really not hurting nothing. Functionality of it, if that's even a word, cosmetically it kind of catches your eye. That's about the only thing it is. It works the same. It actually looks really well on there. It just happens to be laid wrong. Shit happens. But we'll move on from that boo-boo and talk about the rest. So that is one of the main reasons why I hadn't been videoing so far. I really wanted to figure out what I was doing. This is my first time carpeting something like this. And there's a lot of little things that you don't know that you need to figure out. You can't plan for them. And you just kind of got to wing them. I mean, there's no line about it, guys. You just got to wing them. And that's what I've been doing. So today we're going to try to finish the rest of this boat. 2 rod lockers, this panel, and the back. We do have to cut a piece of wood out for the motor. Another thing that I want to talk about, guys, You'll notice right now all my edges are not sanded. One thing I have been doing on all the boats is I've been rounding the top of the edge, just because I didn't buy the best quality carpet. I kind of went with a budget build carpet. And what I mean by this is Lowe's cheapest carpet, indoor-outdoor carpet that you could probably buy, that they have on hand. And what it is I think it's 74 cents a linear foot, which they have 6, 8 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot rolls of it lengths, and you have to actually buy 1 foot by whatever, how long that roll is. You can't just go in by 1 foot by 1 foot. So even though its price is 74 cents, you have to times that by 6. So, you know, there's things, some people don't know that, you know. I did know that when I was going in, and I went ahead and bought enough to do the whole deck of the boat. If you have to buy some different carpet for, you know, a panel underneath or something, more than likely, even if it is off a different road, nobody's ever going to notice it, just because you just can't see it. But this is some of the cheapest carpet they have. It is a rubber backing, and it is not the best rubber backing, but it is a rubber backing. I know a lot of people that I talk to that do these builds, and a lot of people do a lot of fishing, said put padded carpeting on here. Now guys, if I was doing a build, you know, that would cost $3,000 to $4,000, I got a 16-foot John boat, you know, maybe a bass tracker that's been ruined and you're gutting it and redoing it, I probably would go that route. Now I've even had some people comment, and there's some new material out, the vinyl, and a lot of people are using it. Don't know much about it, kind of don't want to know nothing about it right now. It does look like a really good product. It's basically, it makes your wood waterproof on the surface. Water cannot penetrate it. It runs off of it. Hell, it's a great idea, but it is expensive. Versus 74 cents, I think it was almost $3 a linear foot or something. It might even been more than that, but I'm going the budget build, guys. So another thing I want to talk about is I do have all of it stapled, glued down, indoor, outdoor carpet glue. And that is one thing I want to comment about. One thing that I did see on Michael Lopez's channel when he was recommending the glue, especially using this cheaper carpet, buy the Lowe's brand, whatever it may be. It is way better. Buy a big tub of it and just lay it on as thick as you want. It isn't going to hurt anything, guys, unless you lay the carpet the wrong direction and you need to pull it up. Then it does hurt. But one thing I want to talk about also is I plan on coming back in. I think Michael Lopez puts a black yoga mat or some material, fabric, glues it down on the back. That way when you open the lid, you don't see a big piece of wood. It actually looks good. I do have to do some structural to this piece of wood. That way when you do step on it, it doesn't give it all. Probably put a couple 2x4s in here. Maybe even make a place where to hang spinner baits. Who knows? Who knows? That's to come. That's the fun part. Once you get it done, making it your own. But so far everything's going good. I have all the hinges in. Let's talk about those real quick. Visually, this boat looks great. You can't see no hinges. The carpet covers up. I was a little worried about they may stick up a little bit. They're perfect. They are perfect for this build. Are they $180 perfect? No. If I had to do it over again, I would probably just went to Lowe's and bought the cheap door hinges and put them on top and rocked on with it, you know. You live and learn. I mean, it really does make a difference to when you walk. There's really nothing sticking up. Everything's flush. I really like that, but you know, how much money do y'all want to spend? That's what it comes down to. That was one of the more luxury things that I ended up spending money on, just because I was having trouble when the door opened with the piano hinge. It would rub on the back side of the other one because I did not properly lay my frame out to have piano hinges in as a hinge. I ended up, you know, when you run, when you run your framing system this way, you run into that problem. You don't have a lot of space. You don't have a lot of places for it to sit down. If on my next build, and I promise you this, on my next build, my frame will allow the door to sit down inside of it, and then you carpet the frame around it so that you really get a really nice, it just looks way better, guys, than this. But you live and learn. That's why I'm doing a small boat first before I do a big one. I might do 2 small ones, who knows. But as of right now, this is what we got. This is what we're up against, and we're overcoming it. I don't think I would do that again though. them hinges hurt the pocket. So guys, that's what we got. We're gonna try to knock out the rest of this, try to get it all wrapped up. Oh, one thing I do want to talk about, the last video I talked about going and taking this boat out. I did get the boat out. I did get it hooked to the truck. I drove it all the way to the pond that I was going to put it in, and got there, could see the pond. There was 2 problems. One, where the previous week had been so cold, there was still ice on the pond, thick ice. And 2, I couldn't get down there to it. One of the fields had washed away down over the main road, and I'm telling you, if I would have even touched a foot in there, I would have lost my shoe. It was pretty bad. So I decided not to go down there and put it in. I almost went up to, there's a local spot about 8 miles up the road that I can put in at a creek. One of the main reasons I didn't want to go there is about, I don't know, 100 yards from the boat ramp, there's a dam, a 10-foot drop, and I was like, man, if I have something go wrong, like my pump leaks, trolling motor doesn't work, it's real top heavy and it won't float, it sinks. I don't want to be up against that trying to figure out a way to get out of that and not have to ride it out over the dam. Plus it was extremely cold, and yeah. Oh well. So guys, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this carpeted, try to get everything on the top deck carpeted and laid out, and call it good. So let's get it. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to call it a night. Hopefully I can pick this up tomorrow. Hopefully I'll keep the video going. If I don't, I'm making an outro right now as we speak. I ran out of staples, and the staples that I did buy were the wrong ones, and I did not realize it. The reason I say they're the wrong ones, they're 1/2 inch. Plywood's 1/2 inch. I've been using 3/8 staples. They've been working great. The 1/2 inch will not penetrate all the way and lock down on the carpet. So on that piece, that last piece I cut, I was struggling to keep it tight. So we'll go get more staples tomorrow. We'll cut this one out, or we'll carpet this one, and I've got to do some cutting on this one for the motor. And the back 2 pieces done. So till then.